guys, what I'm doing today is replacing the shift lever on the 2007 gsxr 1000. As you can see here, my shift lever broke. This is the extra part for it, and this part goes in like so. The shift lever snapped, so I had to go out and purchase a new one. I purchased one from Amazon. It was aftermarket. Wasn't too concerned about an OEM shift lever. I just wanted my bike to be back up and running. So I paid about $22. The shipping took about 2 days, and this is what it was. It's anodized shift lever from Outlaw Racing Products, and as I mentioned, I purchased it from Amazon. Took about 2 days for it to get here through Amazon Prime. This is not a difficult job. It's a do-it-yourself type of thing. Shouldn't take no more than 10-15 minutes. So let me show you guys what the shift lever actually looks like. This is what it looks like. I already started the job, so I have a few parts that are dismounted. But after looking on after looking on YouTube, I rarely saw any videos showing how to change the shift lever on the 2007 gsxr 1000 models. So I decided to just make one, and hopefully it will be helpful to someone that don't know what they're doing. The beauty about this shift lever, the one that I purchased from Amazon, the Outlaw Racing product, is that this one here has a spring inside the lever, which is retractable. So in the event of the bike being grazed against a hard surface, or it goes down on the left side, God forbid, I don't have to worry about this part of the lever being broken off again, because it can go in and retract back out. So what we want to start off by doing is removing the two bolts that are holding the rear sets on the frame. 1, 2. The size of that is 7/32. Of course, you need your Allen keys. These bolts can be in there very tight. Nothing won't be too tight with a little bit of grease or some type of lubricant. That will make the job much easier for these bolts to easily unscrew. So once again, this is how the entire setup was. What held this peg and the shift lever in place was another Allen screw that was in the back, that was behind the rear set. So that held it in place. So after these two screws came out, I then had access to remove the entire rear set and turn everything around. Well, of course the peg, well not the peg, but the shifter itself was held up like this. And everything was in place. So let me get this out completely. So this is how it looks. And there was a screw in the back that needed to be unscrewed in order to have access to the peg and the shifter by itself. So after you're able to take that screw out, you can put the heel guard and the adjuster bracket to one side and only focus on the peg and the lever. You want to make sure that the peg and the lever are both dismounted from each other, and by doing so you can pull the peg out with just a little force. Then it releases. After it releases, want to continue to hold that peg, and with your new shifter, drive the peg and the shifter back together as one, like so. After that is completed, you want to make sure you go over to your heel guard and your adjuster bracket and put that unit back together. And what holds that unit back together is that screw that you took out from the back. So I'll take care of that now. Okay, that's how it looks. So you want to make sure while putting these screws back that you take a look at your manual in order for you to get the proper specs on how to torque these screws back in. 2 specifications. I honestly don't care about all that. I just want to make sure that it's in there and it's in there tight. Nice and snug. Oh, forgot a part. Before this goes back on, and I'm just making sure that my stuff is good here. But before you place this bracket back on, you want to make sure that the shifter is mounted back on to the bracket. And now we're going to, we took it off to the right, so we're going to the left. I'm not going to screw everything back on here. I just want you guys to see more or less how to get this job done. And to also let you know that you don't always have to run to the mechanic for everything. There's some things that you can just do on your own, in the comfort of your own home, and save you a couple bucks also. I'm all about saving money. I'm not a cheapskate, but if there's certain things that I can do at home, why not? Why go out and give it to someone else when I can do it by myself, alone? Okay, I think I put this on a little bit too much. There we go. So like I said, I'm not going to tighten everything now, but this is how you take off your broken and replace your, take off your broken shift lever and replace it with a new shift lever. So that's it. I hope this video was helpful to someone. If it was helpful to you, like, subscribe, and share it to someone else that it might be helpful for. Good luck.